Everything in this video comes directly from the Ragnarok Zero global game client files, item descriptions, in-game books, and an active quest line available right now in ROZ Global. This lore may differ from classic RO or the manhwa. There are two ancient structures sitting in the Sograd Desert outside Morocco. You've farmed them hundreds of times. The pyramid, the Sphinx. You know the monsters, you know the loot. What you probably don't know is that there is an active quest line in ROZ Global, available right now at the Morocco ruins, where two researchers from Juno University are trying to figure out why these two buildings exist at all. And the deeper they dig, the stranger it gets. At the ruins just outside Morocco, two NPCs are camped. An old scholar and his student, Honest. Their investigation begins inside the pyramid and eventually leads them to the Sphinx. The quest explicitly states their goal: to investigate the connection between the pyramid and the Sphinx. Two separate buildings. One hidden connection. That's the mystery. Start with what the items tell us about the pyramid. Old Heart Piece, a drop from the dungeon, is described as a fragment of a heart removed during preparation of a mummy to preserve the body for a long time. Real mummification. Someone in Midgard was practicing the full Egyptian ritual of removing organs before burial. Mask of Tutankhamun. Golden mask said to have been worn by a certain pharaoh. Its shape and color are splendid, yet the fact that it is a death mask is unsettling. There was a pharaoh, named after Tutankhamun, buried somewhere in or near this pyramid. Broken pharaoh symbol, once symbol of pharaoh, now shattered and barely able to exert any of its former power. Whatever power the pharaoh held, it's broken now. Fragment of Rosetta Stone. A stone engraved with ancient hieroglyphs. A Rosetta Stone equivalent, in Midgard. Someone was writing in a language nobody else could read. Inside the pyramid itself, the researchers find Isis, not a boss, just a mob, but she's carrying something. The quest says, to uncover the secrets of the pyramid, defeat Isis, and bring back the unusual item it carries. We don't know what it is. The quest just calls it unusual. Whatever Isis holds is considered a key to understanding this place. Then the investigation moves to the Sphinx. On the lower floors, Jerome and Requiem. The quest asks adventurers to observe them, not just kill them, observe them. They're described as workers of the Sphinx. Something is being maintained in there. On the upper floors lives Marduk. The game's item description is direct. Old papyrus, ancient document once held by Marduk, the Sphinx sorcerer. It records details of an unknown ritual. Marduk card prevents silence, fitting for a sorcerer whose power is ritual speech. The researchers want multiple copies of this papyrus. The follow-up quest says, it seems more old papyrus carried by Marduk is needed. One copy wasn't enough to understand what's written there. An unknown ritual. In a Sphinx. In a world built on Norse mythology. And at the bottom of this structure sits Amun-Ra, a boss, an MVP, and deep inside the pyramid sleeps Osiris. In Egyptian mythology, Osiris is the god of the dead, ruler of the afterlife. Amun-Ra is the king of the gods, the sun god. Anubis was the god of mummification and the dead. Isis was Osiris's wife, goddess of magic. The entire Egyptian pantheon is here. Practicing mummification, guarding a pharaoh's tomb, writing rituals in hieroglyphs that nobody alive can read. Here's what the game confirms and what it doesn't. It confirms these structures exist in Midgard. It confirms a real pharaoh was buried here with real mummification rituals. It confirms a sorcerer named Marduk was performing unknown rituals in the Sphinx. It confirms the two buildings are connected in a way that researchers from Juno University, the most advanced academic institution in the Schwarzwald Republic, cannot immediately explain. It does not tell us who the pharaoh was. It does not tell us what the ritual was. It does not tell us why Egyptian civilization exists inside a world built on Norse gods. That gap between what the architecture implies and what the game is willing to say is the actual lore of the Morocco Desert. There's one more thing. The Young Adventurer's Journal, another in-game book, opens with an assassin named Kshar standing at the entrance of the Sphinx on a guild mission, collecting burial accessories as training. The Assassin Guild uses this place, routinely. They send rookies in for items that come from real mummification rituals, and nobody asks where those rituals came from. The Sphinx and the pyramid have been here so long they've become normal. Nobody remembers who built them or why, except maybe Marduk. And his papyrus is written in a language nobody alive can read.